Smith. Are you ready? It's all about the feature match here at the National Stadium East, the Lynk Cup semi-final.
Welcome back to the National Stadium East Field as we prepare for the second leg semi-final of the 2023 Lynk Cup. Portmore United up against Harbour View, and we are locked at 2 apiece heading into the second leg. We have seen one finalist so far, and that's Cavalier, because they did walk right over Dunby Holton, and they did so by 4-0 on aggregate. So they have confirmed their spot in the final, and the draw, well, you see it right there. One finalist confirmed. Who will come from Portmore United or Harbour View? Well, let's hear from the coaching staff as they prepare for this semi-final second leg.
Coach Williams, you watch your opponents today, Harbour View, play a very intense game on Monday while you are recovering for this game. Do you think that's going to give you an edge tonight?
Well, we're hoping for that, but I mean, it's about execution on the day and pushing them so that their tired legs may give. We know that they are deep squad. We expect some changes. I expect a tough game nonetheless, even though they had played a game a couple of days ago. Today is just about those who want it, the team that wants it more, I think.
Last time out, it was a game of twists and turns. A lot of things happened during the game. Do you think that your team is better equipped to control the game more this time around?
I mean, our performance is consistent. So we are certain that we will be giving it our best shot tonight. And in terms of controlling the game, that is something that we definitely need to do tonight in terms of trying to push Harbour View to as much as possible.
It's impossible to end this interview without mentioning your star goal scorer, Siobhan Walsh. Do you think he will be integral in your team getting the win tonight?
Well, we're hoping for that. I mean, he has been scoring a lot of goals in this knockout, and we hope that he will find the back of the net for us tonight. We are also looking for other persons to step up and balance what he's doing out there.
A tough clash within the last 7 days. Do you think that your team will be physically ready for this battle?
Physically and mentally ready. And again, I must stress the word management. You know, it's all about what we do. We know we can't go all out in all quarters of the game. So there will be we'll have our moments, and there will be times when Portmore will have their moment and we'll allow them to. You know, but I think we want to be in a position where we can dictate the tempo of the game.
The last game was really close between both teams. Is that something that you expect to continue tonight?
Yeah, I do expect a very close game here again today. But of course, there has to be a winner. Ideally for me, I really would want to go to extra time. You know, so that is a factor in my approach towards this game today.
You're no stranger to these type of big games. Do you usually tinker in these games? Is that something that we should expect again?
Yes. Much more of the same, basically. You know, my approach is always the same when it comes to these games. I kind of take out the pressure of the players, you know, and kind of make them a little bit more relaxed. You know, we come here with our game plan and our strategy, and we aim to execute.
One day, one goal piece, and both teams are ready to take part in this contest, in this rivalry, and they have won this knockout competition so many times on this rock, and again they are in each other's way. Lejay Williams has joined me in the commentary box. I'd like to hear his thoughts on this matchup in the context of a second leg that a team has to come out on top.
Yeah, this game is huge for both teams, more so maybe for Portmore. This is their last straw, their last stand for this season. They have to win this game if they want their season to continue. Harbourview, they're still in another competition, but knowing their coach, Ludlow Bernard, he is a winner. He will want to continue winning, and I know he will go for nothing less than the win in this contest today.
Yep, and there was some discussion in terms of how it would affect this Harbourview team based on the fact that they're in the playoffs of the Jamaica Premier League as well.
Yeah, that's a big factor, that game against Humberland. Although Harbourview ended up winning comfortably and they played really well, it was a really tough game for them, you know, an end-to-end game, really open game, so maybe a lot of tired legs will be on show here tonight. Portmore, they'll be well rested. Their captain there, Emilio Rousseau, of course, greeting Owen Hill, but so many experienced heads, but young ones, young talented ones in this Portmore team. They'll be raring to go. And if this game emulates the first leg in any way, shape or form, I know we will be in for a banger of a game tonight.
Siobhan Walsh has been prolific for Portmore United. He's the one banging in the goals for them in the knockout competition, as you see some players from Arnett Gardens looking on at the action here, including Fabian Reid. And I'm sure they are anticipating a really good performance. But on the point of Siobhan Walsh, what are your thoughts on him and what he has brought to this Portmore United team?
Well, he's an expert goal scorer. He knows what it means to find the back of the net. 6 goals already in this Lynk Cup. He has been in scintillating form, not only in the Lynk Cup, but in the Premier League as well, before they were eliminated, and unfortunately for them, Portmore. But he's continued his form. He's already pierced this Harbourview backline twice. He'll be looking to do so again. Daniel
Parchment is the man in the middle here. He'll be assisted by Nicholas Anderson and Garvin Carvalho. Christopher Mason is the 4th official. Emilio Rousseau, the captain of Portmore United, on the left, and Ryan Wellington, the leader of the Stars of the East, on the right.
Oliver, best play to the whistle and enjoy the game. All right, let's go. Teamwork, management, communication. Let's see a shot. All right, let's go.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup of the Portmore United team. Benjamin Williams, of course, is between the sticks. The back three of Gawain Austin, Rudolph Austin, and Stephen Young. In the middle of the park, Emilio Rousseau, Lester Joseph, Jaheen Rose, and Alvinus Myers up top. Lamar Walker behind the strikers, Alex Marshall and Siobhan Walsh.
Only slight surprise for me is the fact that Alvinus Myers will be out for Okila Howard. That's an interesting change for me, but Harbourview were getting in on that left-hand side a lot last game, so maybe Howard will change that.
Yeah, just to confirm that Howard is actually in the starting lineup ahead of Myers. As we take a look at the Harbourview starting lineup, Anthony Bennett in goal. They have a 5 at the back as well. Odlin Harding, Ryan Wellington, Ajani Talbot, Romain Brackenridge, and O'Shane Staple in the middle of the park. Shamari Dyer, Joshua Anglin, and Roger Smith behind the strikers. Krista J. Daly and Garth Stewart.
Krista J. Daly was a big factor not only in this first leg but in the Jamaica Premier League as well. Harbourview will be looking to match up Portmore with that 3 at the back system and have markers for them all over the pitch. This game is going to be really evenly matched, I think.
Yeah, that is a surprise, the fact that Howard is in the starting lineup ahead of Alvinus Myers, who starts his game on the bench.
Yeah, especially the lovely assist and the lovely whip balls in that Alvinus Myers provided in that first leg. But as I said, that might be just more for energy and dynamism down that right-hand side, and especially defensive energy as well, because we saw what Odell and Harding did in that first leg in the JPL. He was Harbourview's constant outlet and really proved a thorn in the side of Humber Lion. That man right there, Ludlow Bernard, he knows what it takes to win at any level in Jamaican football. He'll be looking to pull off another master stroke here tonight.
Portmore United will start the proceedings here. Siobhan Walsh is over the ball. I don't think anybody's going to be catching him up in terms of the goal scorers chart in the Lynk Cup. 6 goals to his name so far for Siobhan Walsh, and he did score twice in the first leg too for Philip Williams and Portmore United.
Yeah, and I'm sure that man will be looking on very intensely. Heimer Hal Grimson, national coach of Jamaica, senior men's team. He'll be looking to see if maybe Siobhan Walsh can get a call up just by the amount of goals that he's scoring.
Well, just waiting to go over to the top of the hour. And we are ready for kickoff here in short order. But yeah, the crowd inside the National Stadium East field looking on, hoping that they get more excitement. More excitement than what they received for the first match at any rate. Dunby Holden really didn't show up. But you anticipate that both these teams will be up for the challenge of the opposition.
Yeah, I have no doubt about that one. Looks as if we're about to get underway.
And the match is on the way here at the National Stadium East field. Portmore United will be kicking towards the Caribbean Sea and to downtown Kingston, while Harbour in the full blue will be going towards the Blue Mountain Range and uptown Kingston. Interesting to see that they've added an additional body in the back line, Harbour, as that was a wayward challenge, you know.
Yeah. If that challenge happened maybe 10 minutes later, that's a yellow card, you know.
Krista J. Daly has been a bit rash in recent weeks, to be
poor challenge.
Honest. Yeah.
Loose touch and tried to overcompensate for that by stretching for the ball, Krista J. Daly.
And he's obviously not a tackler, is he?
Yeah. And he's granted granted Portmore a chance to whip in a dangerous free kick here, Emilio Rousseau.
Yep, he's dangerous from there. Can be a very good provider, can go goalwards, decides to be the provider. There's a whistle on the play. Was there a handled ball maybe from Walker?
Yeah, that looks like the call. Not the best of deliveries by Rousseau, but the game is young. Immediate space for Krista J. Daly in the midfield.
Well, let's see how much space they'll be able to manufacture here. As Harding, fresh off a goal in the Premier League quarterfinals at Sabina Park, was a part of a number of the attacks for Harbour, both himself and the current captain on the score sheet. There he is, Harding. He only scores in televised games, I can tell you. Did score against Mount Pleasant at Draxhall last season. That was another televised game. And those are the only two goals I can remember him scoring in the Premier League. Woodland Harding, the former captain of the Stars of the East. There he is. And he's picked the perfect time to be in spanking form. Has played brilliantly so far. There is Philip Williams, head coach of Portmore United, wanting to go into another final in his coaching career. Would also want to obviously go all the way. There's some space for Lamar Walker. Looking up, needs some support. Sends this one at the back post and easily handled there by O'Shane Staple. And Anthony Bennett back between the sticks, collects easily.
Yeah, I think Lamar Walker may have overrun that one just a little bit, so forced his cross to be a little bit more forceful than he would have wanted to.
Jashawn Anglin.
Back in more of the heart of midfield today.
Yep. Roger Smith is playing the attacking midfield role, trying to flick that one. Krista J. Daly to Garth Stewart, who wasn't on the same page at all with him. Evidence of a young partnership there. Walsh striding forward, tries to get the snapshot off, but Wellington was labouring to get back in that race with Walsh.
Yeah, Walsh not necessarily spring chicken, but clearly Wellington isn't either. Did really well to get across the defender there, and once he got in, there was one thing on his mind. He wasn't on target, but Anthony Bennett took no chances, and he's giving Portmore United a corner here.
For a second there, I thought it wasn't live. I thought it was a slow replay there, the way both of them went after the ball. But it is a corner kick for Portmore United.
I think Harbour would do really well not to give Siobhan Walsh any sight of goal in this game.
Here's a corner kick. And oh, that went right across the face of goal. What an opportunity there for Stephen Young.
And many of the Portmore United players are screaming handball.
Was there a touch there? I don't think so.
No, nothing there, but what a delivery, and that could have been 1-0 just like that.
Just like that.
Portmore United. Emilio Rousseau didn't deliver with the first set piece, but with the second he was right on target.
And here he's again on the ball looking for a good delivery. And it doesn't deliver on that occasion once more.
He's operating at every other chance level right now.
Let's see what happens next then.
As a betting man, I'm expecting something delightful.
So is he, Dudley Bernard, the man in charge of the Stars of the East. Knows how to win a title or two.
Or 3. Or 4.
If you are to be specific. Krista J. Daly on the turn and running into space. Going all alone. Daly pulls it across. And back there. Is that Austin that came across?
Yes, the young one.
Gawain Austin. Smith had made a really good run through the middle. Receiving that one. Well, almost receiving that one from Daly.
Yeah, I think Daly may have scuffed his pass just a little bit. Gawain Austin had the pace. Natural wing back, so he is very sprightly when getting around Gawain Austin in that back three. But it's Harbour View here with a corner. It's angling.
You get the feeling that they really want to force the initiative. They have no desire, Harbour View, for this to go into extra time. Corner kick to the Stars of the East. Here comes the delivery at the near post. And another effort that's over the top. Johnny Talbot with the last touch there. He was looking for the corner kick. But that one was sent over the bar. Well, it is a corner kick actually. Austin with the initial clearance. And yeah, that last touch may have come off Stephen Young, you know, who's been active in both boxes. There's a chance there. Headed out, cleared away. And a throw into Harbour View. Long throw there. Inside the area for Daly! Benjamin Williams providing the save initially before it's cleared away by Portmore United. What a start to the game for the Stars of the East.
My word, are they peppering this Portmore United goal? Long throw in, Guard Stewart, that's what he's in the team for. Snapshot by Daly, and in the end got in the way of his teammate there. Staple. But it's Daly now to swing in this corner.
Well, let's see what he'll do with this delivery. Here it comes. That wasn't the best, but it's not cleared properly by Marshall. It's another corner kick to Harbour View.
Well, Lola Bernard said before the game that he didn't want extra time. Well, he's definitely looking for goals really early on in this game.
And they have to get it. Presently locked at 2 apiece on aggregate. Daly looking for a better delivery. This one higher, looking for Gartsfield. It comes to the back post. It's Breckenridge! It's over the top. Deflected over the top. Harbour View, they continue to knock loudly.
Stephen Young with a goal-saving tackle. Goal-saving block there. Putting his body on the line.
Yep. Here's the corner kick again. And it's headed away by Rudolph Austin. But it's still not cleared far enough. Harbour View continue to apply the pressure here. Hopeful ball inside the box. Williams will collect. Landed hard there.
He's going to need some treatment. And all the better because he needs to break the momentum of Harbour View now. It's been a blistering start. Portmore did have one chance, but Harbour View, they've been knocking and knocking hard. on the goal of Portmore United.
Well, he's been busy. The entire back line for Portmore United has been busy. But the most important thing for them, they have weathered the storm. No casualty. Now they need to provide something of their own. And they need much better quality. The captain with the throw. Daly. Angling back to Krista J. Daly. Oh, he skips by a challenge easily. Daly. Harding on it. One back by Smith. Angling. Retrieves. Smith again. Staple into the action. Angling. Dyer now. Smith. Portmore defending stubbornly. That passage of play. Harbourview weren't able to break through.
I think it's important now for Portmore to just kind of ride the storm.
Jesus Christ.
And they've ridden that attack at the very least. Try and take some time on the ball now. Try and suck the life out of this Harbourview attackers. They've started so intense, so fiercely.
They also need to improve their own quality when they transition. But at the moment, they're finding it difficult to get out of their own half.
And they continue to.
Angling now. Getting by Rose and Marshall.
Extremely calm in possession as per usual, Deshaun Angling.
Brackenridge holding off Marshall, literally. Portmore with the interception. Walker moving away from Angling. Marshall trying to get that one across. And Portmore United now has a corner kick. He needs to be more involved. Alex Marshall. So pivotal to the Portmore United attack. So too Lamar Walker. Didn't have a particularly good game in the first leg, did Lamar Walker. But here is Rousseau delivering inside. Rudolph Austin with the header and the follow-up blocked by Ajani Talbot. Walker on it. Rousseau trying to deliver. Cross was blocked. There's Walker. This is the only thing that Portmore United are playing for this season. So they are really in it to win it. But nowhere close to their A game at the moment, it seems. Just 13 minutes gone though, still a lot of time. And they've really repelled everything that Harbourview has offered. Howard. Bennett was under pressure. Nicely done by the Stars of the East. Oh, well done. Anglin looking for options. Somehow he gets out of trouble. Just on Anglin. Well, that was easy. Dyer sending Staple up. This is Vijay Smith. Driving that one over the top.
Well hit by Roger Smith. Just a little bit too high. Benjamin Williams wasn't tested. Did look a bit worried, but calm in the end, Benjamin Williams. Yeah, placement wasn't the best either, but still well hit by Roger Smith. Portmore still struggling to play out from the back here.
Oh, that's an awkward ball there. Harding applying the pressure and committing the foul on Stephen Young. Harding going across to apologize. Marshall gets help from Howard. Staple doing enough. Heading it out for a throw.
Special thanks to our title sponsor, Lynk.
This ball sent inside the area and too much on it. Since that first opportunity for Portmore United and Siobhan Walsh, we haven't seen a lot from the big striker. The majority of the chances, of course, have been going in the other direction for the Stars of the East. Walker skips by Dyer, touches it to Marshall. Dwayne Austin with a vital touch, but Krista J. Daly collects. Daly on his left and ended up in no man's land, that ball. Staple to Shamari Dyer. Not afraid to start from the back again. Wellington. Talbot all the way back to his keeper. Breckenridge. Portmore trying to block all the passing lanes here and then apply the pressure. Marshall on Wellington, the foul committed. Dyer trying to spot the run of Staple. Emilia Rousseau guiding it all the way. That's going to be a key battle. Rousseau and Staple.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball. Two wing backs that like to attack, like to score, like to assist. So whichever one can get the better of that battle, more than likely is going to have a bigger impact on the game.
Lovely ball to Walsh. The flag stays down. Walsh utilizing his strength. Good save from Bennett. Well, I said just a minute ago that he hasn't been altogether involved since that first opportunity for Portmore United, and all of a sudden, another opportunity.
He only needs an inch and he'll make a mile, Siobhan Walsh. Really good work by him there. Good strength, and that shot was on target. It had to be saved.
Portmore United trying to respond. There's a corner kick. Headed across, looking for Marshall. And that has gone behind for another corner kick. Taking their time about this corner kick. Portmore United, they've exerted a lot of energy in defense. Now it's time to launch an attack of their own via a corner kick. Rousseau's delivery. Another corner. And Rousseau will make his way all the way across to the other side to put in an outswinging corner. Here it comes. Austin trying to get there. It's looped up to Bennett. Harding was looking for options there. Gets a return from Daly. Coach Halgrimson still in the stands. Looking at a much better semi-final, I must admit. Anglin delivers. Headed away. Dyer trying to keep that one alive. Taken down well by Anglin. Oh, that was smooth. Then he goes goalwards. And that was dipping so quickly. It was awkward for Benjamin Williams for a second.
Yeah, good technique on the shot there by Anglin. He has been running the midfield so far in this game. Yeah, and Benjamin Williams had to be sharp in his movements there to deny him.
Dyer intercepted. Here he is. Krista J. Daly on the charge. Running through inside the area. Blocked and had to be by Stephen Young.
Yeah, the two Holland United graduates combining, they're getting together. Krista J. Daly, but it's Stephen Young who got the better of that exchange. Well defended in the end. This game has a real big game feel to it, and why shouldn't it? Portmore United versus Harbour View. This game is massive in any context, much less the Lynk Cup semi-final second leg, finally poised.
Yep, this rivalry began when Portmore was Hazard United. Ball delivered inside the area. And that's put behind. It's going to be another corner kick to the Stars of the East, and Austin will receive some help from Young to get back to his feet. Anglin looking for a better delivery. Here it comes. Nodded away. Dyer tries to nod it back inside the area, and Stewart was in an onside position. Couldn't put that goalwards.
You don't think he realized the amount of time he may have had there, Stewart? Maybe could have chose a better type of finish than trying to flick it on. Always a difficult skill to execute.
Young has had a good game so far, provided a couple of blocks for his team. Walker. Harbour View having the majority of the possession here. They've been dictating terms so far. Well, Benjamin Williams. Guess he can be an outfield player. Wellington tries to move away from Walker. Getting Shamari Dyer involved. And now Daly. The turn on that occasion was a bit predictable. Staple kept that one in play. Just. Dyer to Breckenridge. As I mentioned before, they are dominating possession. Here's the stat, 62%. Trying to thread that one through. Lamar Walker to Akila Howard. Marshall to Rousseau. Staple in the way.
Yeah, not for the first time Rousseau has failed to beat the first man with some of his deliveries. Important for Harbour View to stop the crosses at source because of how dangerous they can be.
There's a ball inside the area. He's looking for a corner kick. He doesn't get it.
Yeah, Akila Howard sneaking at that far post yet again, trying to be a nuisance. Trying to occupy even the left wing back of Harbour View when he's making those darts. But once again, he couldn't make the requisite contact to cause a problem. Harbour View evade Portmore yet again.
Siobhan Walsh picks it up, thinking of a shot blocked by Anglin. Really an ambitious thought there from the goal scorer. The leading goal scorer in this competition, but I guess that's why he's top of the charts. Can't be there without ambition.
Yeah, striker's instinct. He loves to shoot, Siobhan Walsh, especially when he's being somewhat starved of service so far in this game.
Has had a couple of attempts, Walsh. He probably would be thinking that I should have taken at least one of them.
Yeah, but there were two really difficult chances. Maybe the first one he could have placed on target, but the second one was he definitely was not favored to do much with that one.
Howard looking for the give and go, and he gets it back. Pulls it to the top of the area for Lamar Walker. Can he shoot on target? He does, but there wasn't a lot of power behind it from Portmore's number 10.
And that's going to be Portmore's way into this game. Good wing play, good intricate wing play. A lot of players moving in tandem. But once it got there, it wasn't the best of shots by Lamar Walker on his weaker foot, mind you. Maybe if Alex Marshall was in that position, we could have seen Anthony Bennett being tested more. But good play by Portmore nonetheless. That's a warning to Harbour View. We're seeing Ryan Wellington on that left-hand side of the back three really being exposed for pace a couple of times so far in this game. Let's see if that will be a trend that will continue.
Football is about risks. And Harding has been given a bit of leeway to advance up the field. Probably to catch Akila Howard out of position when he goes into the attacking third for Portmore United. There's Anglin. Throw into Harbour View. Smith was late, and he'll go into the referee's book. Here's a confirmation with Jay Smith with the yellow card. Walker with space. Driving further into that space. Cuts it back for Marshall. It was a little behind him. Here's Marshall. Emilio Rousseau with space. Then he was closed down immediately by Ajani Talbot. Portmore United trying to advance. Here is Marshall. And Walker
has become extremely influential in the last couple of minutes, Lamar Walker.
Here he is again, needs a good delivery. And that wasn't one.
Yeah, it wasn't. Again, with that left foot, Lamar Walker, but getting on the ball much more all over the pitch, Lamar Walker.
Lovely takedown by Krista J. Daly. Now Dyer and Anglin. Lost it. Walker to Rousseau. Siobhan Walsh forced a little wide. Back to Walker. Rousseau again. Oh, just Walsh further inside the box.
Yeah, for once we didn't see Akila Howard sneaking in at that back post, and that might have been his time. Maybe a bit tired. You can see he's apologizing to his coach. Probably Philip Williams giving him the death stare there.
Yeah, that was a chance. Well, he has entrusted Okida Howard, the youngster, ahead of Alvinus Myers, who we thought did well in the first leg, but maybe it's a case of Myers not being 100%, who knows? Wellington being fouled by Marshall.
Yeah, you look much more sprightly there, Wellington, against Alex Marshall.
To the Lynk Cup semi-final round, number 2, Portmore United against Harbour.
Bennett sends it long. There's a whistle on the play. There was an infringement, so Harbourview will get a free kick. Anglin did score with a free kick, but much closer. And it's a one-man wall on that occasion. Looking for Stewart. Flicks the header on. Staple. Not sure what he was thinking of there. Shane Staple.
Yeah, disappointing cross. You mentioned how big of a battle it could be down that side with Staple against Emilio Rousseau, but neither of them have delivered the type of crosses that we know that they can to threaten either team.
doing good enough there, Johnny Talbot. Heading that one away from Walsh. Smith moved it along to Harding. Harding. Now Dyer. Harbour View asking most of the questions in this second leg. Here's Dyer. Back out wide to Harding. Harding's ball inside. Daly almost being cheeky there and letting that one through, but he's on the turf, injured. And he's gonna get the attention now.
Special thanks
Chris
to
J.
our
Daly.
title sponsor, Lynk. Without them, this cup would not be possible. Thank you very much for your kind sponsorship. A few others that I see around: Foster Oaks, Chemtech Construction and Development Limited.
Not a bad crowd in.
Proven, Burger King.
Here at the National Stadium East Field.
Go forward, man.
Daly gets there. Dyer.
Good intent with the pass, but not the right execution.
Portmore United will be thinking or hoping that's all Harbour View they have to offer. Talbot. Dyer now on it. It was a hard ball
I think
to
it was
Chris
for
J. Daly.
I actually think it was for Harding making the run through. Chris J. Daly may have intercepted a ball that wasn't meant for him. But I think Portmore would have been glad that he did.
Smith. With Jay Smith. Oh dear. Well, turned out to be a half decent pass. Out wide to Staple.
Just what he meant.
Of course. Here's Smith again. Smith with a good ball inside, and there he is! Garth Stewart! His first goal for Harbour View, and the plan has worked for Ludlow Bernard and Company. That's why he's in the box, and he converts from close range and puts the Stars of the East ahead in this semi-final tie.
You can see what that means to him, Garth Stewart. You can see what that means to his teammates. You said that's exactly why it's in the box, and that's why he is the tallest man on the pitch, stealing in at the back post. Roger Smith with a delightful ball in. Guard Stewart, he's there, he's clinical, and he's going to score. Almost a non-factor so far in this game, but that's what target men are there for, to nod home from close distances, and that's exactly what Guard Stewart has done. And he has put Harbourview up 3-2 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night over Portmore United.
He'll remember that goal for a long time, Guard Stewart. He's had chances, he's had opportunities, but in the moment when it mattered, he has given Harbourview the edge in a semi-final.
And you can't say that they haven't deserved it this half, Harbourview. They really have come to the party so far, and they've reaped the fruits of their labor.
That they have. That they have. And Portmore United will have to respond soon.
And they'll need that man to be right in the middle of that response. Alex Marshall been a bit quiet so far in this game. He needs to come alive. They have been a second half team recently, Portmore. They'll need all of that expertise if the scoreline stays the same before the break. It must be said it was a really well-worked goal.
Thing is, Portmore United took care of everything eerily before then. The one time Garth Stewart could get on the end of a cross, he delivered. Gawain Austin on it. Rousseau, Walker. Walker going alone, being held back. And I think a yellow card is going to come out to Jashawn Anglin. It does.
Yeah, Lamar Walker has really been trying to take this game by the scruff of the neck.
And I think Anglin was trying to take him by the pull of the shirt, which he did. Free kick to Portmore United, an opportunity to get the equalizer here.
The goal was scored by number 22, Garth Stewart of Harbourview. The score is now 3-2 on aggregates.
Portmore United, can they respond? They usually do. Emilio Rousseau to deliver this one, but he's been asked to wait by Daniel Parchment, who has seen some argy-bargy inside the box and has issued a warning. And now it's time. The delivery inside, and they're appealing for a handled ball. Rudolph Austin in particular. It's a corner kick issued to Portmore United.
Unofficially, the 42nd minute of play.
There's the corner kick. It's a good one. It's headed away by Stewart, doing some defensive work. Walker striding forward, but Harding covered him well. And there was a whistle on the play, free kick to the Stars of the East, and they move quickly upfield. Taken by Smith. But Portmore United, they are back in numbers now. Walsh couldn't get by a second player.
Fourth official indicates
Staple across on this side to put that one in the touch. Marshall.
Ball, yellow. Ball, Harbour blue. Next hour. Come again. Hey, any one of them, one-on-one. Oh, let's deal with them, brother.
Just confirm the yellow card to Jeshon Anglin. Portmore United, they continue as they seek the equalizer with seconds remaining in the first half. Lovely by Lamar Walker. But Anglin was in the way to thwart that attack. That's the end of the first half. The difference maker, Garth Stewart. Harbour View's number 22 getting his first goal. via the header late in the first half. And that's the difference between these two teams in this semi-final tie. It's 1-0 on the night for the Stars of the East. It's 3-2 on aggregate. Can Portmore United get back into this game? Will Harbour View hold on? 1-0 the score at the interval.
Special thanks again to our sponsors, Lynk, who made this cup possible, Jamaica, under the brand Excelsior, Burger King, Connect, Chemtech Development and Construction Limited, Chestnut, Fosco's, Connect, Blue.
After a packed first half in this semi-final second leg between Portmore United and Harbour View, the scoreline is Harbour View 1, Portmore United 0. I said it was action-packed. It was right from the off. First it was Siobhan Walsh, the Lynk Cup stops marksman, firing, but he wasn't on target. The corner from that chance, Stephen Young trying to steal in. He was unmarked, but just couldn't stretch far enough. Then it was Harbour View with a chance of their own. They were really peppering the goal of Portmore United at this point, and they continued to do so. Guard Stewart flicking on, Chris J. Daly forcing a wonderful save out of Benjamin Williams. And then from that corner, it was Guard Stewart attacking it. Brackenridge, Stephen Young, take a bow. What a block. The game was red hot at this point, and Harbour View continued to turn up the temperature. Rajay Smith with a ferocious strike just over the bar. Portmore United tried to get into it. It was only Siobhan Walsh. Did really well, but tight angle, good save in the end by Anthony Bennett. Had to be made. And then the goal. Rajay Smith, delightful cross. Poacher's finish. Target man's finish. Guard Stewart, 1-0, Harbour View. Unmarked. You can't leave a player like that unmarked. Really good striker's movement from him. And that's how Harbour View got the lead in this game. First half statistics now. Action-packed it was. 14 shots. It was even in that regard. It was even with shots on target as well. Almost even with fouls as well. But Harbour View, they have 2 yellow cards to show for theirs. They'll feel a little bit hard done by for that. 13 corners, that's almost even as well. Harbour View inching that one. 2 saves each by both goalkeepers, but definitely what's not even is the possession. Firstly, Harbour View 61% of the ball, and to show for that they have the goal. They're leading 1-0 in this tie, 3-2 aggregate in this tie as well. But before this game, the first finalist for the Lynk Cup was determined. Let's see who it was.
As we take a look at the full-time highlights here, Barnett decided to play in DeAndre Thomas, who had moved into an offside position, but what an opportunity for both those players. And then Shaniel Thomas stayed up on his feet, and the shot wide of the mark. DeAndre Thomas trying to get an additional yard of space. Christian's effort well over the top. Not the first time he would go skywards. And here is Ricardo Thomas. Needed to get the ball across the Barnett, couldn't find the striker. Anderson. Webster. Anderson in space. And then puts it over the top. They could not believe it. Neither could he. And then this one not into space was Stephen Williams. That one just wide of the mark as well. And Shaniel Thomas would make it 1. Lovely ball over the top. And Thomas, remember that he's coming back from injury, putting that one across the line. And then Wilkes putting that one over the crossbar as well. This one driven inside the box, headed away. And McCleary was the one who picked it up and went a long way through. Went all the way. Didn't have the strength to finish. And then another opportunity here. Thomas finished with such ease in the 71st minute. His second goal of the game through the legs of Damian Hyatt. No issues there for the number 9. And then this opportunity, McGregor, there was a touch from Jaden White onto the bar. It was a rear shot on target for Don Beholden. But look at this finish from the sub, Ronaldo Robinson. Ainsworth with the long ball. Robinson with the finish. It's not the first time we've seen him with that type of finish, Ronaldo Robinson. But he's done it at the senior level now. And then this bit of madness from Zakia Wilkes. Straight red card. And that was the last bit of action for this Lynk Cup semi-final.
Real nice and stay good.
I mean,
So you have to come out.
Let me see you with that tackle you right now. That tackle you right now. You can't tell no lie with that tackle you right now. But I give the ball on the stop.
Swaggerific, I'm so swaggerific.
We have a real General Duffy.
So swaggerific.
I true them even know.
You're one of me.
I do them know.
Pure 8 digit. Swaggerific, I'm so
Swaggerific. My plan star house on the foot on a speaker.
Bang over giant. You're one of me.
I collect us.
Your card old.
Yo, man!
Hey, hey.
We are back for the start of the second half here. Harbourview and Portmore United. Harbourview with the advantage on the night and on aggregate. 3-2 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. As we get the action on the way, Harbourview will be kicking towards the Caribbean Sea. And the Portmore United in white tops will be going towards the Blue Mountain Range. What are you anticipating, Leger, for the second half?
Well, what I'm thinking is going to happen is that Portmore are going to try and be a bit better on the ball. Maybe try and sustain a bit of pressure. We're already seeing a substitution from them. Alvinus Myers is on for Akila Hord, who I didn't think had a bad first half. I think he was full of energy. But maybe they want a little bit more quality, especially in that final third area. They do have to go for it after all. But yeah, I'm expecting Portmore to try and sustain a bit of pressure. They weren't good enough on the ball. I think that was the main contributing factor as to why they had so little possession. So they have to try, firstly, to strive to be better on the ball. Harbourview will tire a bit. They have played more football. So it's just up to Portmore to take advantage of it.
Well, here's Alex Marshall sending this across the way to Emilio Rousseau, who's forced to go back and retrieve an opportunity. Rose plays it inside, but too much on it.
Yeah, I think Lamar Walker could have curved his run a bit to then go inside to attack that one, but good idea already from Portmore United. Very heavy on wing play and how they can use that to gain an advantage, Portmore. Seeing it very early in the game. There's a confirmation of the substitution made by Portmore. Alvinus Myers with a new haircut. A bit lower. Seems as if he has left the high hair fraternity. We wish you well, Alvinus Myers, but here are Harbourview on the attack.
It is Odlin Harding with the throw. Jashon Anglin going the long route. Didn't cross the line, did it? Goal kick.
No, but then I realize everything obvious in a better. Everything obvious. Everything that happen now, you know the light, everything that happen.
Oh, collected well by Walsh. Walsh to Walker. Couldn't quite grasp that one. Austin, the Gawain variety. Here is Rousseau now. Too much on it from Rousseau.
Yeah, not the right decision there. Probably could have, there wasn't much in the box to work with. I think he maybe could have cut that one back. That's what Lamar Walker was saying to him. Coach Philip Williams there, I'm sure he would have had a lot to say to his troops at halftime. He knows that they will have to be better to win this game. Really only 2 half chances that they've had so far in this game.
Well, that wasn't a very good clearance at all. Bennett gets it back.
Come on, play safe. Yes, boy.
Booted long by Bennett.
Immediately we can see that there's much more pressure on the ball from Portmore United.
There's Rose winning it. Trying to thread that one through, but referee Parchment calls back the play for the ongoing illegal pressure on Jaheen Rose. Trying to place that one through. Alvinus Myers. So much pressure being applied on Alex Marshall. Too much pressure according to referee Parchment. They move quickly, but they move too quickly. Portmore United will try again. Marshall. Trying to place that one to Walker. Marshall will try and win this one again. Staple striding forward. Stewart lobbing that one to Krista J. Daly, utilizing his speed.
Didn't really bring that one under full control, Krista J. Daly. Yeah, but that's going to be the danger for Portmore United. Not quite as solid at the back, especially down that left-hand side when Alvinus Myers is bombing forward. They used that space really well in the first leg. In this game, there hasn't been that much space down that side. But now with the introduction of Myers, there might be a bit more. That's a loose pass.
Yeah, it is. Here they come again. They move quickly, Portmore United, as they try to get back into this tie. Walsh was being harassed there by Wellington. Free kick for Portmore United.
A goal early in this first half would, second half, I beg your pardon, would do Portmore United a world of good. I think the next goal in this game is extremely critical to where this semi-final second leg is going to go. Who will be the finalist and join Cavalier in the final?
Walker is behind this one.
Okay.
Well, they have sent quite a few bodies forward. Portmore United 6 inside the area. Make that 7 inside the box. Walker needs a good delivery here. Can they get the equalizer? It's sent in at the back post, off the post. That was so close. So very close for Stephen Young again.
Completely unmarked Stephen Young. He has been on target in the Lynk Cup before. He almost stole in the first half. Well, in the second half, at the start, he has done the same thing. What a delivery. Oh my goodness. That was close.
It's a big chance. It's a really big chance. This one is sent inside the area again, headed away by Shamari Dyer. Walker picks it up for Portmore United. This is Lester Joseph now. Leaves it for Rudolph Austin and Gawain Austin. Lester Joseph again. Gawain Austin with time and space. That was a poor ball from Gawain Austin. Rudolph Austin trying to keep it alive. Picked up by Lamar Walker. Joseph. Austin, he'll try again for a better delivery. Corner kick this time.
Yeah, I knew that delivery was going to be the best again by Gawain Austin, but at least this time he won a corner for his team. Obviously not his strong side, the left side, Gawain Austin. Nominally a right back.
Here's Rousseau. Delivery is a good one. Still alive, it's Marshall. Couldn't get the power behind it. Alex Marshall and Anthony Bennett gratefully accepted it. Well, they've come out in the second half with much more purpose, Portmore United.
Yeah, they are a second half team towards the end of the season. We saw them fall behind early in games. And then when they come on to the second half, they would get that equalizing goal. They're looking to do the same thing here. So they have started the second half well, but they have to. This is their season on the line. And they have 35 minutes and change to salvage something from it.
Crowd anticipating a big finale here in this semi-final clash. 1-0 on the night for Harbourview. And it was courtesy of the combination of Roger Smith and Garth Stewart. They were extremely happy on the bench and in the stands. First goal for Harbourview. One to remember.
Connex, Proven, Foster Oaks, Shusbex, Chemtech Development and Construction Limited, Burks Auto Parts. Our broadcast sponsors, Sportsmax and CBN.
Anglin moves away from one, delivers inside, headed away. Daly trying to move away from Gawain Austin, and the foul committed. And the yellow card is flashed in the direction of Gawain Austin, who can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't either. Did get all the ball. Maybe it's a follow through. Let's see here. It's certainly not there. Yeah, high boot in the follow through, but that's a harsh one, especially to give a yellow card for. Can clearly see that he doesn't agree with it. And now he's giving Krista J. Daly and Harbourview an excellent chance to maybe try and get some reprieve in the second half and maybe try and extend their lead.
You're saying you'd have given the free kick, just not the yellow card.
Yeah, exactly that.
Well, I guess if this goes in, it wouldn't be controversial then.
Well, not to me. I know Portmore would be extremely upset about it.
The wall has been constructed by Portmore United. It's a four-man wall set up. Krista J. Daly is the one behind it. He can come up with something really special here to send Harbourview further ahead. Jashawn Anglin is also behind it as well, but this is all Krista J. Daly, and well, that went out of frame.
Yeah.
Number 12,
Always
Austin
high.
of Portmore United.
Always rising.
This in the 57th
Not threatening.
minute of play.
Oh, that's a strong challenge from Garth Stewart. Was a holding midfielder at a younger age. Garth Stewart. Well, he's not too old now, is he? He's 22 years old. A January boy. Here is Harding trying to switch the play. Gawain Austin in the way. Rousseau. Too much on that one.
Lamar Walker, I know, will want to get on the ball a bit more than he has in the second half. Was one of Portmore United's more enterprising players in the first.
Daly picks it up. Was trying to find Garth Stewart. Austin was held back by Garth Stewart, who will go into the referee's book, will he?
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Well, be surprised.
I'm aghast.
Well, the yellow card is out.
Oh, it's for Rudolph Austin.
For swinging his arms.
Yeah. Are they still getting the free kick? You could see Rudolph Austin saying, "Me not touch him."
I guess that's not the point.
Yeah. Clearly in the referee's eyes at least.
That's a strange one.
Yeah, still
he received the yellow card.
Yeah.
Got the free kick. Balancing act, like all things should be, a famous villain once said. Evenly balanced. You do know the villain I'm talking about, right? I thought you were a movie guy.
Not quite the movies you watch, Donald.
Obviously not a Thanos fan. Well, the referee is getting more and more involved as this game gets more and more physical.
Referee issued a yellow card to number 17, Rudolph Austin. This in the 60th minute of play.
Stewart had enough of the play acting. Yeah, not a whole lot in that. Well, this game has come to life, hasn't it? Throw from Breckenridge. Williams, composed, sends it long, but not to a teammate. Staple. Nice turn from Rose on that occasion. Marshall, Walker. Joseph trying to play that forward, wins it back. Has time and space to deliver a good ball inside. It wasn't the best. Angling was in the way. Walker does well, does really well. Marshall sends it out wide to Rousseau. Rousseau to the byline. That's a good block from Staple.
It was a poor touch from Rousseau. Always stretching after making that touch. It's a corner. Here you can see, didn't control that one well, Rousseau. Maybe should have tried to whip it in first time. Yeah, but good blocking in by Staple, as he said. Putting his body on the line.
Corner kick to Portmore United coming up. Here it is. Headed away. Marshall leaves it alone. Walker has it. Referee says play on. And they do. Ball switched to the other side. That's a delightful ball to Rousseau. Rousseau.
Yeah, hasn't been at it in terms of his deliveries today, Rousseau. We know he's capable of better than that. He knows that as well. Portmore's captain, Krista J. Daly, needing a little bit of support, bit of treatment.
So if you're just joining us, the score, Harbour 3, Portmore United 2. That's on aggregates. Special thanks again to our title sponsor, Lynk.
It's been an interesting encounter so far, especially in this second half.
Already.
What have you seen from Portmore United? Have you been impressed with their response so far?
In terms of the energy that they have shown, yes. But in terms of the quality of their final ball, I don't really think so. I still think there's still a little bit wanting from them in that aspect. They would have wanted to be a bit more progressive in their thinking, their passing, it hasn't really worked out like that so far. But they do have the quality still on the pitch. They still do have Siobhan Walsh. They still do have Alex Marshall. They still do have Lamar Walker, Alvinus Myers, Emilia Rousseau. These players just need to come to the fore and provide the quality that Portmore are missing.
And I guess that has been the issue so far, with the fact that they haven't really been providing that quality in the attacking third. And their best moment actually went to a defender, Stephen Young.
Yeah, set pieces, always a key way for Portmore to get into games.
Walker, robbed by Anglin. Joseph puts it in the path of Lamar Walker. Walker still with it, trying to get by Dyer.
I don't understand why so many players feel the need to take a touch and steady themselves before whipping the ball in. No early crosses I'm seeing from Portmore. And if the touch is bad, then it just completely alleviates any chance of a good cross.
Javik McFarlane.
Javik McFarlane is going to make his way onto the park. It's an attacking change with Rose being taken out.
Expecting to see maybe Lamar Walker drop a bit deeper now.
Substitution for Harbour. Coming out is number 9, O'Shane Staple. So correction there, number 16, Roger Smith.
So Roger Smith is off.
It's number 14, Demar Rose.
And Demar Rose replaces him. Ball played inside and Walker was trying to tee up McFarlane. Header flicked on, looking for McFarlane. Was there a handled ball there from Ajani Talbot?
It certainly did hit the arm.
Throwing awarded to Portmore United. They take it quickly, McFarlane on it. Rousseau across to Walsh. Walker was trying to get a foot in there, and it's a ball upfield to Stewart, but Benjamin Williams moved off his line quickly to stop Garth Stewart.
Definition of a sweeper keeper. Poor challenge. Poor challenge by Staple, and he's going into the book for it.
Yep.
This game is getting a bit feisty.
How about you thinking that they're going to need all their players for Monday? So they don't want to be on the receiving end of challenges like those from one of their own. Staple going into the referee's book there.
Yeah, man, terrible final.
Myers. Was looking for the return, didn't go his way. Here's Anglin. Stewart. Last touch of the striker.
think it might be wise for Harbourview to think about replacing Krista J. Daly soon. Not really involved in this second half. They still have majority of the ball, but that's certainly dropping from the first half. But yeah, Krista J. Daly not really involved in the second half. I think maybe they'd want someone with a bit more energy to maybe press this Portmore United team. Here's Rudolph Austin.
Yep, in the attacking third, pulls it back. Rousseau picks it up. Pulls it across. Here's a chance! Fabulous save from Bennett to deny Alex Marshall. Oh, that's a top save from the Harbourview custodian.
Portmore were looking for quality down the wings all game.
Here's the ball inside and it's repelled by Wellington into touch. No. Still kept in play.
They were looking for quality from the wings all game. Emilio Rousseau finally whipped in a dangerous one. Alex Marshall on the end of it. What a save that was by Anthony Bennett.
And now they have a corner kick.
My word, my word. Maybe they would have been wishing that would have fallen to Siobhan Walsh, but still. Oh no. He had that one straight down the middle of the goal, but still the reaction time needed by Anthony Bennett there. What a save.
There's the corner kick again. It's another good delivery. That's gone out for a goal kick.
Watch your ball. Yeah. Nobody. Yeah, listen, nobody just tell them to in a position. Yeah.
Rose. Dyer. Harding. Daly. He's in a real tussle with Stephen Young.
Referee issued a yellow card to number 9 of Shane Stable of Harbourview. This in the 70th minute of play.
How will his team get back into this contest? Yeah, you've picked up something there, Leger. Krista J. Daly suffering with a bit of cramp. Not sure how much time he'll have left on the park here. But
Hey, my friend.
he continues to battle for his team. And his team has a free kick now. Here's the ball inside at the back post. Stewart again, trying to head that one across. Came off the defender last. And it's going to be another corner kick to Harbourview. All of a sudden, Harbourview dangerous with the deliveries in the air and in the box. Angling to deliver again. Headed away easily by Marshall. Walker picks it up, moves around Brackenridge, striding forward, has some help from Jevick McFarlane. He was being pulled back. The yellow card is going to be shown immediately to Krista J. Daly. Took one for the team.
Yeah, I said that maybe he was beginning to show some signs of fatigue maybe, but he certainly tried his best to stop an attack there for his team. He knew exactly what he was doing there, Krista J. He has presented Portmore United now with what could be a really good chance. Bit of argy-bargy in a little scuffle there.
Lamar Walker to take this free kick. Can he get them back into the tie? Well, that was remarkably bad. Clearance made and had to be made. Didn't get too far though. Here's Alex Marshall. Marshall goes over the top.
Talk about a waste of a really good set piece opportunity. Really, really poor there by Portmore United. Trying something a bit too cheeky.
Now with this break-in stoppage, Leger, we have to highlight a situation here that we're still trying to get to the bottom of in regards to a situation with a particular player on the field for Harbour View. Demar Rose would have received a red card in their first leg quarterfinal game on Monday, and he came on as a substitute for this second leg semi. We are trying to confirm from those higher ups if the red card suspension transcends the Lynk Cup. Walker delivers, and that's put behind for another corner kick. Initially we thought that the red card means that you would miss the next game in any JFF run competition. But based on what we are seeing here, apparently that's not the case, as Rousseau sends this inside and it's headed wide of the mark.
Substitution for Harbour View. Out is number 10, Krista J. Daly.
Yep, there's a change that we anticipated.
Number 20,
with Krista J. Daly
Jameson.
coming out. And Jay Jameson going on to replace him. You can only hope that it's not a situation that would bite Harbour View in them using an ineligible player. But surely they must have done their checks and balances in regards to the situation with Demar Rose. You'd have to think so. But I suppose he misses the second leg in the Jamaica Premier League quarterfinals.
Yep. Well, that's the hope. Let's see. But if he is on the pitch, you would assume that, as you said, Harbour View have done their due diligence and haven't thrown away maybe their chance to appear in the Lynk Cup final over a substitution.
I know that the onus is on the teams to make sure that they play the right players, as again Portmore United trying to make their way through. We've been told by a member of the coaching staff that he is eligible to play. Mind you, it has been a long time since a knockout competition and a Premier League tournament has been played in tandem. It's usually just a Premier League, and that's happened for the last, what, 8 years, 9 years or so.
I think maybe he could be referring to the fact that he did get a red card in the Premier League earlier in the season and then played the Lynk Cup shortly after. But if they say that's how it is, then that's how it is.
All right. I guess that's how it is. No issues then for DeMar Rose. Rousseau. That's a delightful ball once more. Myers retrieves. Joseph. Here's Rose. Robbed of the ball. And now Marshall. Running straight into the traffic. Marshall to get some attention. Ran straight into Dyer. And became winded. That was easy from Talbot.
Ready again, Clifford.
Joseph. Portmore United, of course, they are trying to send this one into extra time.
Hey, Ryan, you have two. Break up behind.
Joseph. Looking for that little dink, but Bennett read it all the way. Staple. Dyer. Stewart. I'm not sure who he was trying to switch the play to. There was nobody on that far side for Harbour View. Harbour View set to make 2 more changes. Fresh legs needed. Gavin Burton comes on to replace Deshaun Anglin.
It's a double substitution.
Phelan Lawrence comes on as well,
Next,
replacing Garth Stewart.
out is number 22,
The goal scorer.
and replacing him.
Having scored his first ever goal for Harbour View, job done. And this was the goal. Smith with the delivery, Stewart with the finish. You'll remember that one for a while. and they loved it. Portmore United, they have a few minutes to go to get the equalizer and send this one into extra time. Marshall moving quickly, takes the throw himself, gets a return from Joseph. Marshall, and the first touch was terrible from Alvinus Myers. That's another big chance for Portmore United.
Yeah. It's one action too many for Portmore United. The quality will be good initially, but once it falls to them, just hasn't been the right finish, hasn't been the right execution in that final action.
Here they come again. Flag is up for offside against Javik McFarlane.
Can't be offside there.
Just to confirm the change that Lawrence is on for Stewart. It's time to talk man of the match again. Leger Williams. Not sure who is in the running for you. Maybe the Harbour View captain again, Ryan Wellington.
I personally would narrow it down to 3 options for Harbour View. After this attack is over, I'll elaborate.
Sure. We await. Walker. Harbour View. Jameson. Lost it. Marshall overstepping his bounds.
Okay, with that being said, I'm thinking of 3 names for Harbour View. First, the goal scorer, Guard Stewart. Had a pretty decent game and scored the all-important goal in this one. Secondly, Kamal Anglin, although his influence as Joshan Anglin, I should say. Although his influence has
waned in the second half, right?
Yeah, but in the first half, I think he really ran the show. But I think my leading candidate would be their goalkeeper, Anthony Bennett. He's made some couple of really good saves. Yes, Portmore haven't done a lot, but when he has had to do work, Anthony Bennett, he's done it really diligently, in my opinion. So I think he's my leading candidate as of now, but there's still some time for Portmore to change my mind.
You know what's interesting? If it was a matter where Portmore had the advantage, it would have been so easy to choose Stephen Young, because he has been the standout for Portmore United.
I disagree, but it's a good thing that, I guess that it means it's a good thing that Portmore aren't the ones leading then, because maybe we would have had some rupture here on commentary.
Well, that would also make good TV, I suppose. And the cameras were live on us for a bit.
Oh, really?
Didn't notice?
Not at all.
Rousseau. Walker was a little bit apprehensive to go for that one. 6 minutes of stoppages to be played.
6 minutes of time added to the second half.
Jameson lost it to Marshall. Meyer sends it forward. Here's Walsh trying to get that one across. Some good defending from Burton, but Walsh will get it back. Lawrence is driving his way through, and free kick to the Stars of the East. Quickly, who are the three candidates again? Bennett, Stewart, and Anglin.
Bennett on top.
Here's Rose, making his way through. Staple. Ball played inside and over the head of Lawrence. Marshall gets the free kick.
Go with it, go with it, go with it, go with it. Good.
Phil and Lawrence on the ball now, the substitute. Can he finish this off? Lawrence. Williams with the save. Austin just managed to come away with it.
All right. Come on, gentlemen.
Well, they're desperately seeking an equalizer now. Last touch off Walker.
Hey, see that breaker. Give it now. Play. Watch it breaker.
Ball sent out wide. Oh, Rudolph Austin is there. And Staple did just enough. But it's a corner kick to Portmore United. Can they manufacture something here? Emilio Rousseau with a corner kick. Here it comes. And the header from Young! It's across the line! They were unable to clear their lines off of you. And Young's header went all the way to the back of the net. And in stoppage time, Portmore United, they've got the equalizer and may just have sent this semi-final into extra time.
He has come closest in this game to giving Portmore United a foothold back in this tie. Stephen Young, what a header. He has done it. He has equalized for Portmore, rising highest. And it was a mistake in the end by Harding, but he won't care. Portmore won't care. They only care about one thing. It's this Lynk Cup, and it's the fact that they are now back on terms. In the 94th minute, it's Portmore 1, Harbour 1. On the tie, on aggregate, it's Portmore 3, Harbour 3. We have a game, folks.
Yeah, as I said, in my opinion, based on the game that he has had, Stephen Young would have been the leading candidate for player of the game. And he has just come up with the equalizer in this game and on aggregates. What say you again?
Well, Donald, we'll have around 30 more minutes to play. So let's see.
Goal by the number 4 of Portmore United, Stevie Young. And he was also issued a yellow card.
This is far from what Harbour wanted. An additional 30 minutes to play.
This is exactly what their coach said that they didn't want. It's going to be a war of attrition from now on, I think.
So the score.
We have another half an hour to go, possibly.
1-1 tonight. And on aggregate.
Well, there's stoppage in play because Benjamin Williams is getting treated.
FC 3 and Harbour FC 3.
Here's a look at the goal again. A coming together between Harding and Bennett. No communication.
The heat is on.
It can be argued that that should have been saved.
At the National Stadium East.
Walker. McFarlane cut down by Breckenridge. Free kick to Portmore United. Well, the play has been called even further back for an earlier challenge. They move quickly. Portmore United. There's a ball inside. Walsh couldn't quite collect, you know. That's booted into touch. He's on edge, Ludlow Bernard. There's a ball inside, collected by Bennett. How much more time will be played? Portmore United with the momentum, but they have to do some defending now. Jameson rather. Now it's out wide to Staple. Still we play. And Marshall losing it to Jameson. Wellington. I don't think there's a whole lot of time remaining. Marshall wins the free kick. Wants to take it quickly and does. Rousseau forced wide by Staple. Walker wasn't close enough. So here's Staple coming forward. Can he switch the play? That wasn't the pass he wanted to make, but Lawrence picks it up. Here is Rose. Touched out wide to Staple, and Staple.
Harbour, we are looking mighty tired now.
Yeah. And it's going to get worse for them. They have to play an additional 30 minutes because we're heading into extra time. And wow, Stephen Young at the death.
We go into extra time.
Sent this match into.
So it will be 15 minutes.
Extra time.
5 minutes interval break. Between each 15 minutes. So 15 minutes. 5-minute break.
Well.
You go back.
What are the Harbourview players thinking and feeling at the moment? Portmore United, they fought hard in the second half to get back into the contest and they left it really late. And now they have extra time to contend with.
Promoting the right and Burger King tonight promoting their brand. Crispy Cream Chillin. Special cards. Special thanks again to our sponsors.
Let's take a look at the full-time highlights in this one. Siobhan Walsh had the first real opportunity there. And was driven wide of the mark. This one sent inside all across the face of goal. Trying to lunge and get a touch there, Stephen Young. And this one eventually going over the bar from Talbot. And then Daly's effort. Benjamin Williams had to make the save. There's the delivery inside looking for Stewart. And then Brackenridge at the back post. Skied it. Well, it came off Stephen Young, who had put in a really good block there. Then Jay Smith. His shot going over the bar. And Siobhan Walsh using his strength there, but Bennett denying the striker. Smith did well to send this one across to Garth Stewart, who got his first goal for Harbourview. Was a really good delivery from Smith. And Stewart had time and a little bit of space to work with and nodded it home. He loved it. In the second half now, Portmore United really came to the party. Stephen Young with an effort that hits the post. He couldn't believe. Rousseau, his delivery inside. Marshall's attempt did not have a lot of power behind it. And Austin tried to cut that one back. And then Rousseau on the byline sends it across, and that was a magnificent save from Bennett, denying Alex Marshall there. Harbourview are defending stubbornly. Well, they couldn't stop this one. Well, they could. They just didn't. 2 on the line. And Harding trying to clear, couldn't stop the header from Stephen Young, who turned out to be the saviour for Portmore United. And that was that for 90 minutes. And so it's down to extra time, which may decide this contest. More football for the fans. Harbourview, they have to give just a little bit more effort now. Momentum, I suppose, with Portmore United. But here, an additional 30 minutes. And we're on the way for the start of extra time here at the National Stadium East Field. 3-3 on aggregate, 1-1 on the night. Both teams now have to go into their reserve, more so Harbourview.
You're right about that one. They already looked laboured from around 80, 75 minutes, 80 minutes. Portmore are up for this one, and they'll have the adrenaline pumping. think, as I said, it's going to be a war of attrition in this half, especially for Harbour View. Can they sustain it? They'll still want to keep up the tempo that they were playing at. They won't want to leave it to chance of penalties.
Come again, Lucas.
Myers
Come again. Oh,
sends this one. It's a good cross! What a cross that was! And McFarlane there on the end of it.
Yeah, McFarlane approached that all wrong. And in the end, completely fluffed his lines, handling the ball. What a cross that was by Alvinus Myers. That's what he adds to this Portmore United team. Harbour View already under the cosh, one might say.
Here's Myers again.
Come here, we're still up.
Marshall gives chase.
Closer, Gavin.
Marshall with a dink inside, headed away. Well, not quite away from Staple, was it? Throw into Portmore United.
Come on, Harbour View. Let's go. Come, Jay. Enjoy your field. Ryan, are you Ryan? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another long throw.
Well done.
Headed behind by Shamari Dyer. There's a corner kick, and it did go behind before it came back in. Dyer to Staple. Lawrence. I think he's glad that he's getting a little more in his run out after coming on late in the second half.
Is he?
Why not? More time to express himself.
I don't think he would have wanted to be playing under these circumstances.
I think the most ambitious players do. Rose. Walker now.
UD. Hey, come again, D. Come again.
Walsh. Collision off the ball, both players down. Not sure if referee Parkman has seen it. Play continues. Rose sends it out wide. Ball, well, blocked by Austin. And now the play is stopped. And Harding requires some attention. Yeah, that's a collision with Walsh.
He was always going to be second best in that collision.
So we're in the first 15 minutes of extra time. It's all about the second leg of the semi-final of the Lynk Cup here at the National Stadium East.
Wicked Nation.
Send in the player.
Come in, Clever. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Ryan.
Joseph. Rudolph Austin. Myers gets, oh well, couldn't quite grasp it.
Coach, I can't make it. Coach, relax. Coach, make it. Relax.
I make it one.
Make it change.
You ready? Ready, Mesa?
Yeah.
Go on. Look up, you know.
Javier Lynch is going to make his way onto the field of play.
Yeah.
Yeah, me know.
Going to see Harbour View add a striker to the mix. They weren't playing with a natural number 9 for some time. Going to see Staple move over to the left back position, maybe Brackenridge. No, we're not seeing a move from Brackenridge, I'm assuming. At that point, maybe Jay Jennison will move over to the right wing back position. Let's see what Javier Lynch can do.
Javier Lynch.
Young Javier Lynch, Manning Cup champion over this last schoolboy football season with Jamaica College.
Come on, you have it.
Marshall.
Yo.
Free kick. Taken quickly. Myers. Lawrence has it. Rose. Jameson looking for Lynch, but it wasn't the best ball forward. Here's Rose again. Staple.
White.
Now playing on the left side of the defense. Oh, that's a poor ball. Given away by Joseph. And now here's Rose. Still Rose. Lawrence. Inside the area, Lawrence. And is that a corner kick? It is. Lawrence to deliver, and that one is headed over by the captain himself. Now this is Marshall.
All right.
Too much on it.
Turn. Man coming slowly. What is?
Late to get there, Dyer, after a loose first touch.
Time ticks on in extra time.
Hey, they're
Myers.
ready, they go.
That's a lovely ball to the back post, but couldn't put enough power on that one, Rousseau, and he was at an acute angle as well. McFarlane. Rousseau's ball inside, and Staple comfortably enough to chest that back to Bennett. Here's Lawrence taking on Young. Rudolph Austin sweeping up, as he does. He's thinking of a shot, Gavin Burton, and that should have remained a thought.
Yeah, you should have thought better about that one. Stephen Young needed a little bit of treatment here.
He's been the savior so far. For Portmore United, scoring in stoppage time. That's his goal. 4 minutes in the stoppage time to send this match into extra time. I think he may be able to continue, Stephen Young.
Ron Brown have recently eliminated Dumbo Holding, sticking around for the action.
And there's Clyde Giardini. He's the general manager at Harbour View. I am sure he didn't expect to be here so late.
At the very least, it's giving people who don't usually do much on Friday night something to do. I was about to say like you, Donald, but I'm staying positive for the rest of the evening.
Well, you're right, actually. I'm not even going to argue against it. Akeem Mullings replaces Stephen Young. Myers headed down. It's with Marshall. What a block that was. Talk about putting his body on the line. And referee Parchment is asking Talbot if he's really okay. But Talbot, I promise you, Talbot is probably the toughest customer out there. That was in a sensitive area though, the back of the head. I can understand the urgency showed by Daniel Parchment in the aftermath of that hit.
Where are you?
That's the end of the first half of extra time.
And referee punishment
No goal in it.
is the end of the first 15 minutes of extra time.
And the teams will switch halves. Some players of Harbour getting refreshment, but the turnover is usually quite quick.
Looking at it.
Portmore to start the second half of extra time. Walker, Myers, Gawain Austin, Myers again. Harbourview's turn. Mullings picking that one up. McFarlane out of his reach. Lynch, was he fouled by Austin? Referee says play on. And they do. And Walker. Referee says play on as well. Brackenridge boots it long. Rose. Lynch, I think he was trying to play back to Rose.
Surprised that Benjamin Williams isn't trying to get a move on. Or maybe he's backing himself in penalties.
Which goalkeeper doesn't?
You'd be surprised.
You think Portmore missed the plot here? You're not pressuring Harbourview more in extra time?
Yeah, I do think so. They had the momentum. They still do, to be honest. I think that they should have been trying to compound Harbourview's misery as soon as possible, force them into mistakes, not allow Harbourview to settle into a defensive rhythm and make this game dull as it has been in extra time.
Well, here's Rousseau. That can still change. Rose. Austin comes across and gets there just in time. Oh, that challenge was necessary. Walker. It's a chance here for Mullings! And it's held by Anthony Bennett. Oh, that's a big opportunity for the substitute, you know.
Yeah, it is. He had time to steady himself, set himself, and get the shot off. It was right at Anthony Bennett making it another save, saying to his team, calm, I'm here.
Lawrence. Here's an opportunity. He's thinking of a shot and drives it wide of the mark. Shamari Dyer. We have approximately 10 minutes to go in extra time. Are we really heading to penalties?
I don't want to say yes, but it's certainly looking that way.
I think there's at least one great chance remaining. Mullings. McFarlane. Gawain Austin to Alvinus Myers. Myers born inside, headed away. Though that should have been better from Rose. Joseph. Austin. Gawain Austin. Now it's with Walker. Walsh trying to play it back to Walker. Asking Lynch to run and do battle with Rousseau. Lynch surprised at the call against him. Figured it was just a shoulder barge.
Come again, Lynch. Come again.
But apparently it wasn't.
Hey, let's go again. We're playing. We're playing.
Marshall now gets the corner.
There is a substitution for Portmore United.
Emilio Rousseau making the long trick over to swing this one in. He's already had one assist from a corner in this game. Can he make it two?
Well, there's no Stevie Young to aim for. But here's the ball in from Rousseau, headed away. And Philon Lawrence was caught.
Hey, Philon, let's go again.
Lynch. Rose. Lost it. Walker trying to play that one through. There's a challenge. McFarlane was saying, Rev, that was from behind.
Not quite sure where the referee saw Brackenridge getting the ball from there, but no foul apparently.
Austin. Didn't head it too far out. Rose was in the way. Now Jameson. And Lawrence couldn't get there ahead of Gawain Austin. And now Alvanus Myers looking for options. Marshall making that run. And a battle with Staple. Staple coming out on top. Dyer now. DeMar Rose again with space. Again, he's trying to find options. Dyer comes to help him. Here's an opportunity. And this effort from Lawrence was charged down. And Burton coming to the foul. They take it quickly, Portmore United. And they've lost it. And Rose, was he clipped? Yes, he was. Several players are down now on the park. Walker is suffering with a bit of cramp. Getting some assistance from Rose. Staple is also struggling. Portmore United hoping that this is not the last game of their season for them. Harbour, obviously, they have the quarterfinals of the Premier League to look forward to on Monday at Sabina Park. They have a 2-0 advantage over Dunby Holden from the first leg. Humble Lions, sorry, who must be smiling at what's happening here with Harbourview playing extra time. Free kick to Harbourview.
Not putting a lot of people forward, to say the least.
Rose decides to go to Lynch though. Lynch turns, and the challenge coming in at the right time. I think that came from Austin. Here is Marshall finding Walsh. Walsh forced wider than he wanted to go. Finds Marshall again. Mullings. Ball played inside. It's with Lamar Walker. Walker was trying to go down on the outside and commits the foul.
Yeah, Brackenridge did really well there. Stood up firm to what Lamar Walker was offering. Time is ticking. Is anyone going to grasp it like Portmore United did to force extra time?
It seems as if we're heading to the dreaded penalty kicks. So along with possible physical drain, emotional drain as well. Again, Humble Lion may be smiling.
Well, they still have a huge deficit, or a reasonable deficit to overturn, so smiling may be a bit of a stretch.
Well, here's Walker with the ball inside. Was looking for Walsh. The clearance is made. Joseph goes down easily, too easily, according to referee Parchment. Rose coming forward, has Lynch there, decides to go to Dyer, and back to Rose, and Wilf Austin does enough. Really and truly, they just don't have the quality or the imagination. They haven't shown it at any rate to break the deadlock in extra time. 90 seconds remaining. I think he just needed a breather. Breckenridge. A minute to go in extra time. There'll be no added time at the end of 120 minutes. I did say that maybe one big chance remains. Still yet to see it.
Out. Blue. Hey, lay ball here. Hey, Walker. Come on for lay ball.
Maybe the last big chance for Harbourview. But really, seconds remain. Breckenridge with a long throw. I think we're heading to penalties, you know. We are indeed heading to penalties. The lottery of the spot kicks to decide the second finalist in the Lynk Cup. Wow. And now the questions asked: who will take it? Who will volunteer? Who will be selected or elected to shoot? Anything goes now, Leger Williams.
No, I still think there's some rules. Would say anything goes. Well, yeah, it's penalty shootout. I'm not quite sure who would be happier with this outcome. Portmore and Benjamin Williams would feel like they have the momentum, although they stalled it in extra time. Harbourview, they are winners. They know what it takes to win. They would take this. We're going to come down to really fine margins here. Harbourview, of course, won the Jamaica Premier League last season on penalties. They have the temperament. They're making their list. I think for Portmore, the list is going to be a little bit more straightforward with Walsh, Marshall, Walker, Rousseau, Austin. Is that 5? I think that's 5. I'd be surprised if any of those players aren't taking penalties. And by the fact that they have retreated much quicker than Harbourview, I'd assume that is already determined. Harbourview. Let's see, man, let's see.
Philip Williams has suffered losses via the penalty shootout before at the schoolboy football level for St. Andrew Technical. You could say that he has seen it all. But his team did come from behind to force extra time. Portmore United. They'll be using the goal to our left. Kicking towards the Blue Mountain end. A discussion to be had with the goalkeepers before the final battle. The rules explained. 1 foot has to be on the line when the kick is taken. At least. A final spot on the line in the Lynk Cup.
So Harbour View will start with number 21, Phil and Lawrence.
So, Phil and Lawrence stepping forward for Harbour View. To give the Stars of the East the advantage here. From 12 yards. Can Lawrence score? Against Benjamin Williams. Oh, he finds the corner. Well taken kick by Phil and Lawrence.
Yeah, really well placed. Penalty there by Phil and Lawrence. Well, the statistic is that over 60% of the time the team who takes first tends to win penalty shootouts. And Phil and Lawrence has given Harbour View a really good start here. It's going to be Siobhan Walsh now to step up for Portmore United.
Yeah, he's been prolific in the Lynk Cup. 6 goals to his name so far. Comfortably the leading scorer in the competition. Unless something dramatic really happens in the final, you suspect him. You suspect that he'll go away with the golden boot. Now he has to draw Portmore United level, and it was so easy for him. 1-1.
Yeah, as calm as you like for the top goal scorer in the Lynk Cup, Siobhan Walsh. It's going to be Shamari Dyer to step up next for Harbour View.
Yep, thumbs up from Walsh. There wasn't any doubt.
Is number 12, Shamari Dyer.
Dyer. Spotting this one. Let's see what he does here to send them 2-1 ahead and to make it 2 from 2. Saved by Benjamin Williams. It's a big stop from the big keeper.
He found the corner but didn't find it with enough precision, enough power, and it's Benjamin Williams. Big celebration. And now it's Portmore's turn to see if they can go in front. It's Alex Marshall stepping up for Portmore United.
He's had heartache before from the penalty spot. Alex Marshall for the Jamaica youth team. Here he is. Oh, he places that oh so well to give Portmore United the advantage in this shootout. 2-1 they lead.
Yeah, he made absolutely no mistake there, finding the exact corner. Even if Anthony Bennett had dived, he probably wouldn't have had a chance with that one.
Next from Harbour View is number 9, O'Shane Staple.
Well, O'Shane Staple is coming up for Harbour View. Pressure on him. He's usually reliable from 12 yards, Staple. But Benjamin Williams is also confident at the moment, and so too the Portmore United team. Let's see what happens here. Staple scores easy, and respect shown by Benjamin Williams as well.
Well, it looks as if we have a bit of a surprise with the penalty takers now for Portmore. It's going to be Alvinus Myers stepping up. Well, he would have been my number 6, so.
Well, not a whole lot of pressure on him, but he'd want Portmore United to remain perfect in this shootout, to make it 3 from 3 and to lead 3-2. Myers, can he convert? He does, and it was emphatic, and he is excited. 3-2.
Time for a Genie Talbot to step up. Harbourview need him to score. If he doesn't, Portmore's next penalty could be the winning one.
Next for Harbourview is number 13, Johnny Talbot.
Talbot spotting this one. Is there confidence there from a Johnny Talbot? Talbot stepping up to shoot. Saved! Again by Benjamin Williams! The custodian coming up big, denying the defender. And they're absolutely cock-a-hoop.
They're right there now. Portmore United. One more penalty, and it's their captain, Emilio Rousseau, stepping up. Can he seal their place in the Lynk Cup final?
He's a set-piece specialist, Emilio Rousseau. He's been doing this for years. From the schoolboy football level, right up to this moment. And this moment can be a crowning one for him to send Portmore United through to the final of the Lynk Cup. The captain, oh, he blazes it over.
The drama continues.
Rousseau cannot believe it. He had it in his hands.
Still support from his teammates, however.
Yeah, that's because they know they still have one match point.
He can smile for now. DeMar Rose still needs to score here.
Yeah, he has to score. If he doesn't score, Portmore United, they are in the final of the Lynk Cup. DeMar Rose came on as a sub in the second half for the Stars of the East. It's on the line for him to be successful, to get by Benjamin Williams. All the pressure on his shoulders. Rose, can he make it count? Loads of experience behind him. And here he is to step up, and it's saved by Benjamin Williams, the star of the show. As Portmore United, they make it to another knockout final. It's pandemonium here at the Stadium East Field. And Portmore United, they did it the hard way. Scored late in the 90th minute to send it to extra time. And they have gotten by the team which has won this title the most. And they're in to the showpiece finale of the Lynk Cup.
Great save by Benjamin Williams yet again. 3 saves in 1 shootout. He has to be man of the match now. What a performance by the Portmore #1. He's saluting, and that's because he was fantastic. He was Portmore's bravest soldier in this penalty shootout fight, and he has guided them to a Lynk Cup final where they will face Cavalier.
And Harbourview dejected in the end. But wow, this was always going to be a lottery. The shootout going in favor of Portmore United. 3-2 in the end. And Benjamin Williams, the Portmore custodian, the hero.
And isn't this fitting? A birthday present, well received by Mr. Horace Reed. Thank you so much for coming out.
They battled hard.
I implore you to ride
Harbourview
and drive safely.
and Portmore United, they found success.
Monday night, we want you to come out to the
1 of 3 to miss.
at Sabina Park
The Maros.
for the JPL quarterfinal, second leg. It's a double header.
Lawrence started off proceedings, converting well. Marsh also did convert, then the first save made and then the second. And then Rousseau on match point 1 plays it over. And Rose had to score. And again another save by Benjamin Williams. And they loved it. And he loved it.
Benjamin Williams, today's man of the match. You definitely deserve it. What a performance in that penalty shootout.
Once the game goes to penalty shootout, that's my moment. So I just provide for my team, you know, and give them a victory.
You made some excellent saves. What were you doing to get into the heads of the Harbourview players?
Just intimidate, you know, and just come out and stop.
What does this mean for you now? You're into the final. This is what you had to play for. Are you confident now that they can beat Cavalier and win this Lynk Cup?
Yeah, I'm very confident right now. Very confident.
And your team, they played really well. It was a last-minute goal to win. What were your emotions when you saw that header fly in?
Tears. It was a joy for me, you know, if I'm hot.
Excellent penalty shootout performance. Congrats on your man of the match and best of luck in the final.
Hey, thank you.
Well, Benjamin Williams there. What a performance in that penalty shootout. Really well done by the Portmore stopper. Coach Ludlow Bernard, coach, that's exactly the opposite of what you would have wanted from this game. Extra time first out, and then you lost in the penalty shootout. What is your emotions like at this current moment?
Yeah, well, it kind of mixed still, you know. I really didn't think that this game should have, you know, reached this far. I thought it was an own goal, you know, so clearly we are to be blamed for what transpired there. We were prepared to set up and just hold out until the end. But the Portmore team kept going, and I guess, as the saying goes, pressure burst pipe, you know. But I thought we're in the game for it. When it comes to penalties, clearly it's anybody's game.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that you had to go this way, but I'm sure you're still very proud of how your team executed the game.
Yeah, man, I haven't a problem. I'm satisfied with all players that participated in the game for us, you know. I feel really sympathetic towards those who miss the penalties, but such is life.
Yeah, it is a roulette after all, but
yes.
I'm sure you still have a lot of positive feelings going into your clash on Monday in the JPL.
Yeah, man, we have positives going in, man, and of course we'll be ready for it whenever that time comes. But congratulations to Portmore on a very good victory.
All right, thanks very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Now moving on to Coach Philip Williams. Coach, you finally done it. You finally won a penalty shootout. How do you feel right now?
I mean, first I must say we are very impressed in terms of the depth and quality of the Harbour team. And I mean, to have played a tough quarterfinal a couple of days ago and come here and play the way they played, I mean, I'm very impressed. But I mean, we knew that we had to press them. We changed gear somewhat in the second half before we got equalized, and we know that their legs would have give at some point. So we're very happy for the win.
Usually when those corners come in, Stevie Young, he doesn't usually get his head to them, and if he does, it usually flies wide sometimes. How pleased were you that he finally got one to go on target and he got the equalizer?
I mean, he always find the ball whenever it comes in the box, so we know it's a matter of time before he connect with one that will end up in the back of the net, and we are very, very happy for him in terms of getting one tonight.
Now on to this Cavalier team that you will be facing in the final. What's your confidence level like going into that game?
I mean, our confidence comes from our preparation, and we know what the Cavaliers team have to offer. And I mean, it's a final; it can be anybody's game, but it's about preparation and execution on the day, and we will be preparing for that team.
And then I have to speak about your team. Of course, you didn't get the goals you would have hoped from like Siobhan Walshore, but the rest of your team played excellently today. You know, creativity-wise, Alex Marshall, Lamar Walker, and even Rudolph Austin at the back really stepped up today.
Yeah, man. As I said before. Pre-game interview, somebody would have to step up and help Walsh in terms of scoring and come from an unlikely source, yes, but I mean, it still counts.
All right, great win today, Coach, and best of luck next week.
Yeah, man, thanks much.
So, the finalists have been decided, and it's Cavalier against Portmore United in the final of the Lynk Cup next week. Cavalier getting by Dunbeholden. Portmore United, of course, beating Harbour View, also close on penalties. 3-2 the final score from the shootout, and Cavalier basically cruising through after getting by Dunbeholden 4-0 on aggregate. More football to come on Monday as we turn our attention to the Jamaica Premier League quarterfinals, second leg, Harbour View against Humberline, live Monday 5 p.m, 6 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. And then right after that, Mount Pleasant and Dunbeholden will do battle 7:30 p.m, 8:30 p.m. ECT on Sportsmax 2. You can watch that live. We're going to be live from Sabina Park to broadcast that to you. That's it for coverage of semi-final day in the Lynk Cup. Portmore United getting by Harbour View after Cavalier cruised by Dunbeholden. And so we know our finalists. On behalf of producer Ramon Stewart, director Michael Edwards, the hard-working production team here at the Home of Champions, my name is Donald Oliver, signing out from the National Stadium East Field for the final time.